Greetings and salutations, viewers. Welcome to ConnectiCon 2017. I am Charles from Inspire the Muse, coming to you today with some people we have been trying to get for forever, and it has been great that they took a few moments of their time to talk to us. I am talking to Mookie and Garth from Star Power. The ones, the only. Thank you for taking a few minutes to talk to us.
Our pleasure.
Always happy.
We were really hoping to learn a bit about Star Power and just what does it entail?
All right. Want me to do the pitch?
You do the pitch. You're good at the pitch.
I'll do the pitch.
Do the pitch.
Well, Star Power is our original self-published sci-fi superhero space adventure. It updates as a webcomic every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. New pages every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at our website, starpowercomic.com. We were able to kickstart three of our stories into book form. We are more than halfway through our fourth storyline. Hopefully, when that wraps up, I think in October-ish, we'll have that kickstarted into a book. It's about an astronomer on a space station in the far future who is granted the star power, which then lets her become Star Power. Now she has to figure out where these powers came from, what's coming after her now and why, and what happened to the rest of the galaxy.
And crazy shenanigans ensue, from what I've seen in the first two volumes.
It's not really a story without crazy shenanigans.
Very true. What has your process been like putting this group project together, as it were, seeing as you've both had your respective solo series, Dominic Deegan and Finders Keepers?
Well, we were, like you said, we were both solo creators, so we were both very used to having complete control over a setting, a story, characters, everything. When we were both wrapping up our previous projects, we felt the need to do something different. So in terms of the genre and the way we worked, because we were both kind of falling into a funk and we were getting burned out, so we didn't want to burn out completely on the creative process, so we figured let's flex our muscles in ways we've never flexed them before. So we decided to try a collaboration. Completely different than anything we'd ever done before, because we were both solo creators.
But it helps that as it turns out, we were on the same page for like basically everything. So Michael was like, "Hey, so I want to do this comic," and I was like, "Go on." And so we hashed it out. For quite a while actually. We went back and forth on a bunch of things. A lot of stuff changed from like early drafts to like the finished product, where we were just like, all right, these are the major themes we want to do. This is kind of like what the setting was, and it turned out that we actually agreed on like 98% of like everything.
It's been more like 99%. I think. Like it's been like freakish how much we agree on, to the point where like one day we're going to disagree and someone's going
to
someone's going, "Oh my God, was that your first fight?
This is how it ends."
Well, I hope not.
I don't like that character's haircut. Comic
over.
But like, no, it's been really great. Like Michael sends me scripts and I send him back artwork, and there's a lot of back and forth, during the entire process, where like, we wind up being each other's editors, but we both still have like our own very like defined domains in the creation process, and so it's worked really well for us. Very different, but it worked very well.
And we respect each other enough to like take criticism and suggestions for change, not personally. I mean, in the end, we're both trying to make something we're both proud to have our names on and to put out there, like, this is what we do, this is what represents us. So when he makes a suggestion to change elements of the script, when I make suggestions to change like a panel layout or a bit of a pacing, we know we're not doing it to exert power over the other person, or to like, no, I know better than you, this is how it should be. Like, we're both thinking of the comic first and foremost.
Right. Very cool. I know each of you has had some respective swag for your individual series. We were curious, is there going to be any future swag potentially for Star Power?
Like we were talking before, as the camera started rolling, swag is tricky.
It really is.
I mean, besides books and like prints, which is just you pay a printer and they print it and they give it to you, and then you got to figure out what to do with it. Like things like scarves, even T-shirts, pendants, pins,
charms, plushies, statues, figurines, T-shirts. Like all of it requires a much more involved level of manufacturing. But we do have some things in the works.
We had some ideas for statues, some ideas for plushies. It's just a matter of again, figuring out everything, the budget for it, how much we need to order to make it cost effective, where we're gonna put it when we're not at conventions, who's gonna do this, who's gonna do that. We'd like to, but books and prints are nice and easy.
Yeah,
we can just
comparatively.
do that and get it. Yeah. We'd like to, maybe one day down the line, maybe it'll be another Kickstarter, like reward tier. That way we can factor in some budgeting without having to like worry about any of that extra work ourselves.
Yeah. 5 years from now, action figures.
Yes, with the karate chop action.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely. Battle damage.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like this idea.
I know, right?
Who do we know that makes action figures?
Mattel.
Mattel, get on that.
Aim big, right?
Shoot for the stars.
That's great. What has the reception been like for Star Power versus your individual series? Like, have people found one from the other and vice versa?
I mean, we've had a lot of our readers for Star Power come over from our previous works, right? We've had a lot of fans who were big fans of Dominic Deegan, and of course when Michael started a new comic, they were like, ooh. And they were fans.
That was me.
Right? They were fans of mine, and they were excited for me to be doing comics again. And then there were a bunch of people who were fans of both of our previous works, and they were like, they're teaming up, oh my god. And like, we've had a number of people over the years who'd be like, you are my webcomics dream team. And I was like, oh.
The ultimate dynamic duo.
It's like, we need capes.
Always. I've saying that for years now. Finally listening to me.
But we've also been finding a bunch of new readers. Like a lot of people who have no idea what we did previously are finding us now and are really digging what Star Power represents. Like as the comic, they really like the story, they really like the character, they like the honest adventure represented within the comic. So like it's been very well received.
That's awesome.
I mean, we were worried that we were gonna lose all of our followers because we were doing something totally different. Because again, he did urban fantasy, I did high fantasy, and all of a sudden we're doing sci-fi superheroes in space. And some people, it's a huge leap. But again, creatively, we needed to do something totally different.
Yeah.
We couldn't be doing the same thing for another 10 years. We would burn out. We'd come to hate the genre. We'd come to hate our cast of cast. We'd come to hate everything.
And yet, we're back doing elves.
Space elves, Garth. Entirely different. They have guns.
Very different.
They have guns this time. And tanks.
No tanks.
Shut up.
Not yet.
All right, sorry.
Where can our viewers find your space elves with future tanks?
Well, like I said, Star Power updates every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at starpowercomic.com. That's where you can find us if you don't see us here at a convention.
And what is available for purchase currently?
We've got...
Currently, through our storefront, where we partnered up with Shark Robot, links come off of the Star Power website, easy to find. You can purchase all 3 volumes of Star Power that are in print, including limited edition hardback versions of volumes 2 and 3. Volume 1's already sold out, so sorry folks. And a bunch of Star Power related artwork is available.
It is very cool.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for joining us. And
my pleasure, thank you.
to our viewers out there, I highly recommend you go check them out. Go purchase some of the books, if not all 3, and keep an eye out for number 4 when it's available. And until next time, go have some fun in space.